Welcome to Creatively Montessori. Today I'm going to show you a pouring work that I would most likely have set up in my cultural area of the classroom because I consider this a science activity that involves water more than I consider it a practical life activity that works on refining fine motor skills. But either area of the classroom would be fine. I tend to have lots more ideas and materials for practical life than I do for my cultural studies, depending on what time of year it is and what we're currently studying. So I like to spice things up, so to speak, in my science area, in my science, especially the exploratory type things. And so that's why I put this here. So I put this out in February only because I had this cute heart bowl. The pitcher for water would actually be empty and they would go to our water filling station, which is not our classroom sink because we only have one bathroom with one sink in it. And so I have a water filling station where the children can fill containers like this. And then when we are done with this material, they don't ever pour it back into this. I think that's teaches them the wrong message. We don't want them to pour milk from the milk jug and then decide, oh, I over poured and pour it back in. So after we do the funnel work, the children would take each of these glass jars over to our waste bucket, which is in the same area as they initially get the water, and they dump the water in there, and then that water is used by the children to water the plants in the classroom. So we always try and make good use of the water and being responsible. So I don't have a tray for this work, and I'm okay with that, but you could have this on a tray instead of in the bowl. This is a funnel, and I would identify that for the children. Friends, do you think each of these would hold the same amount of water or different amounts of water? I'd wait for their response, and they would probably know that this one is going to hold the least amount of water, but these are actually very similar. Friends, let's find out. All of the water from the pitcher fit in the first vase. Almost filled it up though, didn't it? You see that line? It's right there. Do you think all of this water will fit in this container? Let's try it. Let's try and see what happens. And again, has more room. We could fill it up a little bit more. That was probably pretty close to the same. Friends, look how far down the funnel goes on this. I might have to hold the funnel up to even get it to fill. So I have to hold, one hand has to hold the funnel and the other will pour. Friends, look how much water is left. I couldn't get much water in this at all, could I? It's pretty full. So again, the children could, and I promise you they will go back and forth, right? And they will pour it from one to the other. And that part of it does become almost water play. And I am absolutely okay with that. Again, it's in that regard, everything is a sensorial experience. They're going to see it, hear it, feel it, touch it, smell it. And so they can do that as long as they would like to. You could, for a point of interest, have a smaller funnel. I just didn't have a smaller funnel, or I probably would have. And then you can also put more than 3 glasses in. I just happen to have 3. I would have liked something much taller but thinner. So think this, but twice as tall. And then maybe something that was like shorter and fatter. Because again, teaching that just because it's the tallest doesn't mean it holds the most water. So when they are finished with this material, like I said, they would go put it in the wastewater that we would then use to water our plants. This is a science activity for the children to gauge water and how does water fit in vessels or containers about different size. So it's a little bit about the 3 states of matter, that the water when it's in this glass is a different shape, right? That's what a liquid is versus that shape. And so again, that's why I like to put it in the cultural area of the classroom, because I think there are lots of different science skills that they can explore and learn about. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please hit that like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. I try and upload a new video about Montessori every single day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.